Hey guys, and welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade campaign. When we last left off, our heroes Dostin and Kat were attempting to flee some horrific monsters that had snatched them in the middle of the night, but were apprehended by Mick and Flynn, who brought them before the prince of the city, Jackson Krill. Jackson, very displeased by some of the activities that has been going on in his city, decided to show mercy to Dostin and Kat, but left them under the care of Flynn. Concerned about some of the activities of Sabat and this bizarre ritual that they had done, he tasked our coterie with discovering more information about this mysterious dagger present at the ritual. 3 days later, after having to show Kat and Dostin some of the difficult ropes of being a vampire, we start our episode on Flynn waking up in the hotel room.
I guess I probably just sit straight up. Who do I see in here with me?
Well, probably, did you keep Kat and Dostin with you for the last 3 days, or did you let them go off on their own?
No, they would have been right here with me.
They would have started off right there with you.
So I'm assuming I don't see Dostin.
You don't see you don't see Dostin when you woke up. When you went to sleep, Dostin was still there, but when you woke up, you only find Kat still staying in the hotel room with you.
Is she awake yet?
No. But no, she is still sleeping.
Oh, I'm going to go over and nudge her awake.
You start feeling you're dreaming peacefully. The nightmares of the turn just recently within last night have started to subside. However, just you're abruptly woken up from a deep sleep.
What?
Wake up.
Crap, you're still here.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Where's the other one?
How should I know?
Thought
You're the
you were
babysitter.
keeping an eye on him.
No?
Well, we're going to have to find him before he creates some trouble. Most likely for me.
Isn't this like the second time he snuck out?
Yeah, this is getting old.
It's probably wherever he went last time.
I did leave you a phone number to reach me at.
Alright, well I look around and maybe I see a note with a phone number written down on it.
Oh, it'd just mean a little shred of paper from his notebook.
Okay. Alright, I'll use the hotel phone and call this number.
Your phone starts ringing.
Hey, go for Dawson Stone.
Dostin, where are you?
Well, I just woke up. I am at a bar in the hotel, tasting a few nice beverages. You know, just kind of taking in the night. You ready?
Out of character, are you in your haven?
No.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're in our hotel.
No, I'm at a much nicer hotel, but I'm within a 5-minute drive.
Well, why don't you drive 5 minutes on over here?
Well, I'll see you there in just a few minutes. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Click. Sophie.
I hang up the phone and dial the contact number I assume I have for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't we meet over here at the hotel, decide what we're going to do from here.
Okay. I'll be there shortly.
All right.
And then I head there.
And even though I'm a vampire, I'm going to take a shower.
I'm gonna act like the rest of these savages and dirty.
That's right. And then I'll put on a clean set of clothes afterwards.
How nice of a part of town is his hotel in?
Did you pay for it yourself?
Yeah, I probably did.
Okay. What's your resources?
4.
You can stay as nice as hotels really is what you want in the city. Within reason.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Not the upscale penthouse or anything.
Are we in like a Hyatt or are we in like a Motel 8?
No, we're in like a Hyatt.
Okay.
I don't think there's any junkies hanging around the Hyatt.
I mean, high roller junkies, maybe.
I don't think they're rolling. Well, maybe they got an early start. Anyway. Okay, so I won't sneak out while he's in the shower.
Probably about 20 minutes later, probably I'd say Dostin probably gets there.
Answer the door.
Good to see you.
Why do you insist on leaving at night or by yourself?
I'm sorry I cannot sleep in a room with a bunch of random people I don't really know.
Well, we're going to get to know each other really well over the past untold number of years.
Well, good. I look forward to getting to know you. And maybe one day we can sleep in the same room.
Well, look, as long
'Cause
as you're not
apparently that's a
causing
vampire
trouble for
thing.
me.
Bunch
I
of
don't
dudes
care
and
what
one
you-
chick sleeping in one room. Still kind of weird to me.
Well, as long as you're not causing trouble.
No trouble, no trouble. So, what are we getting up to tonight?
Trouble.
Oh, good.
There might be an Elysium tonight, or at some point.
That's your little clubhouse meeting thing, right?
Yeah, that's our little clubhouse meeting. And
Okay.
it's up to me to decide whether or not you two are ready for one.
Well, are we?
That's to be told.
So, what sort of checks do we need to get in your book for this one?
Well, first of all, we should probably stop sneaking out all the time.
I don't like sleeping with a bunch of other people. Privacy is kind of a big thing for me. I don't know, do vampires just normally lose that when they get, I don't know, turned? Because I didn't.
Are you guys having this conversation with the door open?
No.
No.
That's right. I didn't thought I heard you come in.
That's
That's the reason why I was asking.
Coming in and closed. And
Okay.
whatever. Have you two? Well, I know you haven't. Have you fed yet?
Yeah.
Did you lick the wound?
Didn't do anything.
I've heard that with some certain vampires who are what we call thin blood. I've heard that has happened.
Thin blood?
Thin blood is a term that we use for those vampires who are further from Cain.
Like Bible King.
Yes, we can say
Okay.
that.
By this time, Mick, you're walking into the lobby of the Hyatt. You're getting a lot of weird looks from the people as you're walking through the lobby.
I just kind of glare at them until they look away.
It doesn't take much for them just too concerned. They don't make eye contact with you, but you can tell that they're watching you going through the lobby.
I just head straight to his room.
Okay.
Okay. So what does farther from Cain mean?
As the legend has it, Cain was the first vampire. And at one time he created others of his kind. Those were of the second generation, we'll call them. Those vampires created some of their own, and those would be the third generation. And on down and so forth. They say as the higher the generation, so the further you are from the original bloodline, the weaker you are. And the closer you are to the original bloodline, then the stronger you
Wait, so am I like more watered down than the rest of you guys then?
are. That's a good way of putting it. But when it comes to this feeding, you're going to have to be extra careful.
You make it to the room. You make it to the room.
Yeah, I found a few tricks already.
You guys can hear the knock at the door.
The people.
You see a very horrific-looking vampire outside in the hallway. As you recognize him as Mick.
Oh, it's Mick.
Wait a minute.
Hi.
And I shut the door afterwards.
I was just trying to explain to Dostin how the reasoning behind his inability to close wounds when he licks them.
His performance issues.
I don't have performance issues.
Okay, so what's up? I don't really know why that is either.
Well, I believe it's because of his, essentially because of his thin blood. He doesn't, he has powers like a vampire's, but he still has, I don't know, certain flaws.
I assume I've at least heard the term thin blood and that it has
Oh,
negative
yeah.
connotations.
Oh yeah, it's not. It doesn't have a positive connotation.
Yeah. I'd avoid going around just telling people you're thin blood if possible.
Okay.
People,
Tell people.
people don't generally like thin bloods.
You're up. Do 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 from the door.
That's
And
not
freeze.
me.
Pizza delivery.
Wait.
I assume none of you ordered a pizza.
Maybe you should check it out.
Yeah. I stick my hand in my pocket and put on my spiked knuckles.
Do I need to get like a gun?
And
Does
then
a
I
vampire have a gun?
open the door with that same hand.
When you open the door, yeah. When
But
you
only,
open,
only a little bit, though.
yeah. When you open the door, you see kind of he's in his 20s, a pizza delivery guy. He's got like scraggly hair. He's got like glazed over eyes, holding a pizza. He goes, "Yeah, I got a pizza here for a cat. Flynn, suck it." I don't know who's cat. Flynn, suck it.
Just a second. And I close the door.
What?
Did you order a pizza?
No. Why would I order a pizza?
$14.50, man, plus tip.
Said a cat, Flynn, suck it, ordered a pizza.
Do you want me to get rid of him?
No.
Pay him. See what he has.
Where was the pizza from? I open the door and I look at the pizza box.
It's from Papa John's.
Slam the door again. I'm not paying for that
Hey.
corporate.
Hey, man,
Go away!
$14.50 plus tip.
I open
That's
the
not
door.
even artisan
What?
I
pizza.
go back to the door and open it.
He's like, come on, man,
I just shove
I got a lot of deliveries tonight.
I grab the box,
Wait.
have a 20, and shove them back,
What? Ah, okay.
and keep the box in my hand, and then close the door.
Oh, okay.
Wait, couldn't there be like a bomb in there or
Thanks.
something?
Thanks, man.
Are you worried about there being a bomb in there?
I don't know. You vampires seem really shady. I guess we vampires seem really shady.
What's in the box?
I'd say there probably is a higher likelihood that it's a bomb than there would be for a mortal,
Cat, question.
but still very unlikely.
If you ordered a pizza, what's your favorite type of pizza?
Probably
Pineapple.
just like no.
Anchovies.
What is wrong with both of you? Probably just like pepperoni.
It's a pepperoni pizza.
What the hell is this?
How did they know? That's pepperoni
Pissing me off now.
Is this even real mozzarella?
Oh my gosh.
Is that? Open the door again. Is
Does
he
that
still
really
out there?
matter?
He's heading down the
Yes,
hall.
it does.
Hey,
Why?
Huh?
It
What?
has a more rich
back
flavor.
Am,
He
am I
comes-
like,
You already paid for it.
come back here. I have a question.
He comes back up again. Like I said, he comes up. He's not really making very good eye contact with you. He goes, "What, man? You already paid for your pizza."
All right, I'm gonna
gonna
grab
roll
him
medicine?
and pull him into the apartment.
Whoa! Okay, you pulled it. These two.
Pull him into the hotel room.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. Gotta get the cops called on us.
2 on medicine?
You start like again. You see like his bloodshot eyes. You see like he's got like his nose, like his nostrils look inflamed. There's red around him. He looks really, really thin.
Ding. I get it.
I put my spiked knuckles back in my pocket, by the way. I don't feel
He
that.
goes, "Whoa, man, whoa, just take the money. Just take the money. I
Wait,
don't
wait.
need it that bad.
Who made the phone call? Who ordered the pizza?
Some lady, I don't know. She said I was supposed.
Where's the ticket? Show me the ticket.
Oh no, he tried to throw you about 50. Actually, he tried to hand you about $50.
Keep your money.
No, I really don't need my money.
While he's distracted, I'm gonna kind of round behind him.
Okay. Whoa, man.
Just want to know.
And hump.
Yeah, you catch him off guard. She just sinks right into him.
What the hell?
The dude's on drugs.
Just don't kill him.
Okay, yeah, that looks like it'd be a lot easier to feed that way. Teeth go in, they go off. But no.
Can anybody?
Wait, you can't even do that?
No.
That sucks.
Do you have
Tell me
dominant?
about it.
What?
Do you have dominant?
No.
Roll. Alright, well, you're feeding on him.
Do I have to roll self-control?
Roll self-control.
I'm keeping an eye on it. If
Down.
she
Go to
seems like
7.
she's taking it a little too far, I'm gonna stop her.
I got 1.
Okay. What's your max blood pool?
Oh crap! I figured this out earlier. 12.
I think what you said.
Okay.
Yeah, 12.
No, you can easily pull 5 from him.
I don't think I need to pull 5 from him.
You can pull up 2.
That's definitely more than he can safely lose.
No, you're right, it's 3. I think it's 3. Yeah. Yeah, you can pull up.
I think it's like anything more than 2 starts to become iffy.
detrimental.
Yeah, I only need to take 2, so
How much you get in your self-control?
1.
And you're still going.
Like I said, if it looks like she's taking it too far, I'm gonna step in.
Yeah,
So what is that?
Getting on that
dominance
third
thing you're
pint.
talking
yeah.
about?
She gets to about her 3rd blood point, where he's getting a little paler than what he was before.
I go over there and I'm like pulling her arm away from it and pulling him away from her.
Yeah, you
Just
pull her off.
Fine.
get a leg in there, you know.
Do you feel better?
Yeah.
Good.
So, this guy?
What about him?
He's
looks
cool.
pretty
Give him his
good.
We let
money.
him walk through fish mouth.
You have the chart over there for with depends on what they drink.
No, it's in the book behind you.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
If it works the way it's supposed
I know
to
where the
work,
chart is.
then they kind of just sort of forget
page
about
is
the
it
whole
on?
thing.
231.
So,
Let me just go get back to taking my notes.
yeah. Like I said, it sucks that it doesn't work for you. Because that's real convenient.
I do want to go through his pockets.
You find $50 in cash.
Don't care about the money.
I
Okay.
take it.
You find a cell
Dude.
phone.
And,
Let's
we
not
put the
take
money
his
back in
money.
his pocket.
Do you know how much you have to pay someone to let you feed off them and then not think it's weird?
Put the money back in his
Uh,
Okay.
no, actually, I don't know about
The
that.
difficulty
Because
versus frenzy is
The
up by
thing
1.
is, oftentimes,
Oh, sweet.
it kind of
Yeah.
works the other way with some people. Because it feels really good for most people. Like, better than drugs.
Well, I have to pay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in his pocket? Like
You find a wallet. You find a cell phone, a Metro PCS cell phone.
was there no note with like our hotel address or something?
You find the receipt.
Scribbled on a.
Yeah. You find the note with like the hotel room number that you guys were in.
I'm gonna keep that just in case I can match the handwriting later.
Okay.
I guess anything else I don't care about.
Mhm.
Is he conscious?
No.
Is he actually unconscious, or is he just kind of like in a
he's
daze?
just in a daze.
Alright.
So you like kick him
wait,
out and then he
while he's
kinda
like this, just put him somewhere else.
Okay.
That's your job.
Well, he's already on something, so it makes sense that he's walking around like a freaking weirdo, right?
Just remember, we're in a fancy hotel.
Yeah, and
As
it's
long as he's
busy
by
looking.
himself, that's not our
Let's-
problem.
Dump him in the stairwell somewhere.
I'm just pushing him out the door.
That's honestly, as long as you get him a little a ways from our door, that's fine.
Okay, fine. I step back out.
Because I don't want him just standing outside.
Like, kind of
our
get
door.
him, like,
Down the hallway.
walk in. There we go.
Good enough.
I go back in and just kind of plop down.
Do you try to
on the
wake him
couch.
up, or do you just try to push him out in the hallway?
I just push him out in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
I barely know what I'm doing, and I'm feeling
As
too
long
good
as he's
to worry
kind of
about this.
stumbling along on his own, that's good enough for me.
He's mumbling to himself and just walking down the hall.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, you said dominance. It's a vampire power? What's it do?
It's a way for one vampire to force its will on another.
Basically mind control.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a pain in the butt. Wouldn't be very useful for you, though.
Why not? I mean, it sounds like it would be really useful for me.
Well, it doesn't really work on vampires that have stronger blood than you. But it would still work on a mortal.
Okay. Could be useful.
But yeah, there's quite a few different powers. Some clans have kind of their own that only they know,
Yeah.
that we don't know much about, like outside of that clan. Like you guys have that gangrel power that gives you like the claws and stuff. It's pretty much just a gangrel thing.
Okay, so like you guys can't do that.
No, I can't do that, and they wouldn't
Possible to
teach me
learn
how.
other disciplines, if someone would teach you how.
It
Okay.
is, but usually that's frowned upon, or more than frowned upon, depending on the situation. A lot of times that has to do with your standing with that clan. There are other ways to learn disciplines that are less savory and much more likely to get you killed as well.
So is this one of the ones where I'll get in trouble if I ask someone to teach it to me?
Not necessarily. It's I guess it would be considered more like a social faux pas kind of a thing to just ask someone to teach you. Like dominate
That honor
is
has to
probably
be there.
fine because that's one that kind of just anybody can learn. You would just kind of want to find someone that knows it.
Okay.
The Ventru in particular are very well known for their use of dominate. But then you have to deal with the Ventru, so I wouldn't recommend it. But generally speaking, the ones that aren't shared outside of that clan, you pretty much just don't ask people to teach you that. It would kind of have to be something that sort of came up between you and either an important individual within that clan or between you and the clan itself somehow. It's very unlikely. It's not something that really happens.
And you asked about Brugia and Lasombra
Yeah.
and Gangle.
I know there are clans.
There are 13 original clans. Well, and as the legend goes, they stem from the 13 antediluvians, which is what we call the third generation.
If you buy into all that stuff,
It's true.
I start painting my
The
nails.
legends are true.
your
Wait.
Sabbat is showing.
Wait, this Cain stuff and so many steps, this is like a matter of debate and stuff.
Well, I guess that depends. Do you believe in the Bible?
There is no debate.
I don't think I've
War.
thought that much about it.
One day I will find One day I will find it.
Thought you were in the Camarilla.
Who's him?
Camarillo allows me to do my research. And
Do
you'd
they?
be surprised
Oh.
what the elders actually believe. As I tell the story, I'm like moving my fingers and using the shadows and weaving a tale. So you'd see like a figure, or you'd
Are
see
they time
like
for
maybe
shadow puppets?
13 figures representing the 13 antediluvians. And I tell them how about the first city and its fall, and the second city and its fall. Very general myths, as some might take them.
Far too long ago for me to really know
How
anything
now
about whether it's real.
the legends say the antediluvians are torpor or dead or gone. Maybe they're still alive. But how we all, the clans, spring from them, and our certain affinities to our powers, or our own special clan powers, all stem from an antediluvian.
Okay, you mentioned Cain was the first vampire, right?
Yes.
And then his grandkids created all the clans, right? I feel like we're missing a step somewhere here.
I don't know. This isn't really my sort of thing.
There was a second generation. Supposedly there was only 6 of them.
It sounds like a bunch of fairy tale bullcrap.
And then during
Far
the
as I can
fall
tell.
of the first city,
I've never met anybody
Supposedly
that
they
knows
were
anything
destroyed.
about any antediluvians. At least not
So is
really.
the prince going to like give us a quiz on this or something?
No, and I'll tell you this right now. He won't want you talking about antediluvians and Cain and all that stuff either.
Okay.
The Camarilla line, whether it's real or not, is that there is no Cain, there are no antediluvians. That's all a bunch of myths and legends,
So he believes in vampire Santa.
basically.
so I'm just teaching you the myths and legends. Take it what you will.
It's one of those things that people have heard of, but most people don't actually give it much stock.
Okay.
So, anything else for the history lesson?
Well, I think we ought to attend to some business tonight.
Probably a good idea. More useful.
All right, let's call up. What was his name? Connor Blank.
Mm-hmm. You call him up, and he answers. He goes, "This is Connor."
This is Flynn Taggart.
Ah, Flynn, how are you?
Well, we are. I wanted to ask you about Elysium.
Yes, yes.
You wanted me to tell you when my new friends were ready.
Do you think your new wards, would that be the good term, I guess? I'm not sure. Anyway. But do you think that they're ready for Elysium?
I think there's only one way to find out.
Now let's put a lot of faith in them. Again, remember, their actions are held. You are responsible for their actions in this at Elysium.
When is the next Elysium?
We're
For
having
bronze level.
we were having one tonight. Any person of a bronze membership status is more than welcome to come.
When?
Within the night, people have already begun arriving.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I will notify the Harpy and make all the necessary arrangements.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hang up the phone. We are going to attend an Elysium.
Okay.
Woo.
What are the don't do's?
Yeah.
You go, I guess, don't get drunk, don't pee in the punch bowl.
Alright, a few big ones.
Okay.
No fighting.
Okay,
That's
that
real
sounds
big.
easy.
Don't use any disciplines on anybody.
Okay.
Don't tick anybody off if you can avoid it. It's definitely not anybody higher up than you. If it's somebody about your level or lower, then whatever, it doesn't really matter. As long as you don't escalate it too far. I mean, that's the big ones. It's just don't stir the pot too much. As long as you use common sense beyond that, you should be alright.
Is this a dress-up for a fair?
For some people it can be.
Keep my bag and pull the lint roller.
I'm not gonna change or anything, so.
No, I'm already dressed.
Yeah, you generally kind of dress a little nicer.
Probably wearing like a torn t-shirt and skinny jeans.
I mean, I'm wearing pretty much the same sort of thing I wore to that Sabbat ritual the other night.
Okay, well, let's go hang out with your lame friends.
Yeah, they're not really friends.
Yeah, everyone there kind of sucks as far as
Not
I can
something
tell.
that I exactly want to go to either.
Wait, where are we going?
Well, we're going to show, to prove hopefully that you're ready to go, and maybe we can get some information. I want,
Yeah, about this dagger and the weird ritual and stuff.
right. Maybe there's somebody there that can answer a couple of questions.
The
Okay.
prince had a contact for us, didn't he? Wasn't it Tremere?
Yes. He gave you the phone number for.
Was it for Valerie?
Yes.
Okay.
It's possible that Valerie might be there. She was the one he told us about. If she is, we could ask her. But, again, she is higher up than us in the hierarchy. She's what's called a primogen, which is basically like the head member of that clan in the area.
Okay.
So, you want to be respectful. She's also a Tremere, so you have to be careful about them. They have magic.
Like,
Yeah, basically. And it's I don't know. They're weird. They're a little different than the other clans. Like how not every, but most of the clans have kind of their own discipline. The Tremere have their magic, and it varies a lot more than the other clans' special ability does. Like, as far as I can tell, their special thing is that they have some kind of magic, but what they can do with it is a lot of different things. It's all over the place. So you never really know what to expect out of them.
they dangerous?
Not at Elysium.
Okay.
And usually we don't run into them. They're not generally part of the Sabbat for the most part. So we don't usually have to fight them.
Straight up my fedora. Okay, let's go to a party.
I hate you so much.
Oh, I love you too, Kat. You're incredibly not frustrating.
Alright, we'll get into my Lincoln Town car.
You guys would be a lot more frustrating if I was actually in charge of you, but I'm not, so it's not that bad.
What sort of hoops would you be making us jump through?
I'd hate to see that.
So are we in the car now?
Yeah. You guys can be in the car driving there.
Okay, so vampires are real. I think we've established that, right?
I don't.
This
think
is
that's
one big
way
vivid
past
hallucination,
I don't
man.
think that's worth answering.
Okay, ghosts. Are ghosts real?
I don't know. Just because vampires are real doesn't mean that we know what else is real. We just know vampires are real. Werewolves, too. I definitely know werewolves are real.
Okay,
There are
so
rumors of
vampires
those who
and the Wolfman.
There are rumors of those who can talk to spirits.
Okay, so ghosts probably, werewolves definitely, mummies. They out there scaring Abbott and Costello.
At the very least in the films.
I would've
Beyond
heard
that,
of
I don't know.
You've heard rumors that certain people that maybe people claim that have encountered them in the Far East. but you've never met anybody who claims they've ever directly met.
The thing about a mummy, though, is, I mean, for all I know, it could just be a vampire, right? It could just be a vampire wrapped up in bandages.
It kind of sounds like I'm 3 for 3 here. What about the creature from the Black Lagoon?
What's that?
You know that classic black and white movie? That's okay. It's from like the 60s.
Some kind of like swamp man thing.
Yeah, kind of like some sort of Swan Man thing.
I tell you what, I
I
wouldn't
haven't
doubt
run
it.
across any swamp men.
If anything you can imagine is real.
So there's little pixies out there spreading fairy dust too. There's so many of these weird things. Where the heck are they all hiding?
Where were the vampires hiding your whole life?
Yeah, vampires are easy. They hide in plain sight. They look like everybody else. That's not hard. Werewolves, too. They can also look human.
Mages, humans that can perform magic.
Okay, so there's vampires who can perform magic and humans who can perform magic. Just sounds like a bad deal for the humans that can perform magic.
What, you're saying they'd rather be vampires?
I don't know. Faster, heal quick, all this other crazy stuff.
Yeah, you can't go out during the day. Eat food, mostly.
I'm starting to figure those parts out.
There certainly are drawbacks in addition to the benefits. I'm not saying I don't like being a vampire. Just, I can see why other people might not.
I'm getting used to it. It's okay.
So just what you make of it.
It doesn't take very much longer for you guys to arrive down at the nightclub Splash. As you guys pull in, again, the place seems there's a ton of cars parked out there. You guys see some like guys in suits and ties wearing the black sunglasses with the earpiece in the front. As people are checking people in as you're coming in. As you guys walk up, they don't stop you guys from coming in. They just let you guys walk right past them. Right when you guys walk in, again, there's a large. What you guys notice this time as you guys walk in, there's a large, the large dance floor that's off to the left. Up there, there's a DJ station that's above that. You guys see a man with a twisted face. He's got teeth going all jagged. He's got like darkish blue skin. He's got like one eye way bigger than the other. He's got like a black, like a ski hat on. He seems to be up there doing DJing up there. There's strobe lights going over there by the dance floor.
Is that the same one that was the bartender last time?
No, you do see the bartender. This is just the second most outlandish person that's in the room, in addition to the bartender.
Is it the same guy this time?
Yeah, same bartender.
What's his name again?
Did I give you guys a name? I don't know if I gave you guys.
I think I asked. I think I asked if I knew him. I didn't write it down, unfortunately.
We'll go with the name. That's Mason.
Okay.
Unless I can change it.
Seems like the kind of person that I would interact with on a regular basis at Elysium.
Yep. Probably something you guys do notice. You guys notice probably one above the dance floor. You guys notice one of these kind of in a hallway that leads off to the back, and another one dangling not too far off to your guys' left. You see people strung up from the ceiling. There's a black hood over them with a noose around their neck. They're dangling from the top of the from this noose, just in there, like, and you can hear them screaming, and you see like slits and they're dripping blood down from the ceiling, and they're just dangling from the noose.
So is this
is that common?
Yeah, sometimes if the prince needs to make a spectacle of some people.
Okay. So, based on prior experience, would I assume these are vampires?
Could be vampires. They're either vampires or they're mortals. It's kind of hard to tell from you have to get under there to see kind of what this blood's coming.
Vampires.
You don't see anybody
ghouls.
feeding from them.
Okay, like vampires or ghouls or humans that have done something to,
They're just dripping the
take
blood
off
on the
the
floor.
prince.
Yeah, it's just dripping on the floor.
Okay.
So are these like party favors?
No.
No, I think the prince wanted to make a statement.
Walking up to you guys, you see a very pale guy. He's got frost-tipped hair coming up. He's got like a blue Hawaiian shirt on. You guys recognize this guy immediately as Connor, the keeper. He goes, Flick. He goes, Mick, Flynn, how you guys doing tonight?
Hello, Connor.
Yeah.
Hi.
So glad you guys can make it here to Elysium. Super glad that you're new. Well, no, they're not really your progeny, but I guess your guys are watching these wards. All right. Welcome to Elysium. I'm Connor. I want you guys to understand something. If you guys run afoul here at this, that could be you, as he points up to the people dangling from the ceiling. So make sure you guys mind your P's and Q's while you're here. I wouldn't recommend feeding from them anyway. But
Thank you very much.
oh yeah.
I kind of offer a hand. Never
He
mind.
he reels back and wanted to shake your hand. He goes, Ed. Again, man. I gotta keep my station here. Again, I'm doing this because I need to
Sorry.
welcome you here anyway.
I take a step back.
But okay.
Untouchable.
But if you guys need anything, I'm here. Just come up and talk to me. If you guys need anything, ask him, and we'll see what we can do.
So
I want to ask him who's all here. Like
who's here? Ooh, the prince is down here tonight. He has other dealings to do, so he is not here. There's a lot of the local neonates are here. The Harpy is here. I can tell you that the Harpy Lexi, she's here.
Great.
Yes.
Always a pleasure.
The sheriff is not here, but some of his deputies are here. In case we have any problems.
I guess I want to ask if that Tremere.
Oh, is Valerie here?
Yeah.
No, she's not here. I think they're having. I believe that she's still at the Chantry. Again, without the prince being here, I didn't think we were gonna have a lot of the higher ups being here.
Makes sense.
What were we looking for her for?
Just some questions about my mission I had for the prince.
Oh. Can I ask what? I might be able to help.
No, well, I just had some questions about something that we had found that maybe that she knows something about and point us in the direction. I don't want to give too much. I'm not sure what I can talk about.
No, I understand. Would you like a private room so we can talk if you don't want to talk out of here?
No, that's fine. Do I think? I mean, do I think he's someone that I should be talking to, or?
From your experience, you know this would be a guy who probably knows who's here at Elysium. This is a guy that definitely has people's information. If he does, this is a guy that probably has people's contact information of anybody that might be able to help.
I mean, the prince didn't indicate that we should be keeping this quiet, though, did he?
Right.
He just told us to look into it.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe there's somewhere we could go that's a little more private.
Sure. Yeah, we can go back into one of the VIP rooms. That's absolutely fine. We can go back there and talk. Yeah, come on this way. He waves you guys to come with him.
Okay, so
He takes you to a back room. There's a table in there. There's a kind of like one of those like long leather seats that's kind of like in a U shape with some chairs on the outside. He takes a chair and sits at the end of the table, offers you guys seats.
okay, well,
Flop down into one.
we'll sit. We're looking for any information we can find about this dagger we found at a Sabbat ritual. So seems to us as a magical item, so that's why we wanted to talk to to Valerie. But is there... I don't know.
That is who the prince directed us to.
He gave you a contact number to try to get a hold of her.
Right. Is that a good way of getting a hold of her? Do you know more directly?
Oh, that's not her number. I can tell you that. Did you show him the number?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not her number. I can tell you that.
I mean,
Let me see the number. He pulls out his phone. Oh yeah, that's her with Sasha. That's her with Sasha's number.
Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised that the prince would actually let you talk directly to a Parmesan. But
Well, myself too. I wouldn't be so bold as to call her directly, but maybe you can help us out in getting a meeting with her.
yeah. Knowing the Tremere, they probably, again, I don't know if she might come here. They might come here to talk. A lot of people, they'll have, meetings here at Elysium if they have it. I don't foresee any reason why Sasha would have a problem with meeting you, or at least directing you to somebody if that's who it's going to be. I don't know. It's not really what I kind of know, but yeah.
Do you know anybody else that might, know anything about the cult or the ritual?
Again, I only know the people. Again, my job is to run Elysium, so if I was gonna say, I would say, again, you would be probably one of the people that I knew off the top of my head. But again, any of the Tremere would probably be a good start. That would be a good start to go look and ask. If you contacted her, I would have absolutely no problem with setting up a meeting for you guys to have that meeting here to discuss things.
Okay. Can you help us do that?
Sure. Let me step out and make a phone call. He steps out for a minute and returns a few minutes later. He's like, okay, I was able to contact Sasha, and she told me that she's gonna send. They're gonna send one of their magical item experts here. That was what she told me.
Okay.
She was concerned with some of you coming to the chantry. So I encouraged her to bring the person here.
Definitely sounds better to me.
I don't want to get stuck in a Tremere chantry.
Nor would I. And if you take my advice, if you ever have to meet with a Tremere, you meet on your terms and on your home ground and your home turf if you can.
Or at least neutral.
At the very least. He seemed to pull out his phone just as texting.
Is that tonight? Is she coming here tonight, or?
She said that it wouldn't be that it would probably take them about an hour. I think the Tremere Chantry is a little ways outside of town. I don't know where it is, but I'm almost positive that it is that it's somewhere outside of town.
Okay.
Yes.
So should we just hang out here? Or should
Shoot,
we go, like,
absolutely,
mingle?
you can hang out here. Yes, you can stay here. You can mingle for a little while if you want to. Shouldn't take long for them for the person to arrive.
Well, I haven't fed yet today, so I guess I'll go down and
Sure.
get some refreshments.
Oh, sure. So, do any of you have any other business? Okay.
So?
Nothing else I can think
Yeah.
of.
If any of you have any other concerns about Elysium, like that. Oh, do you have cell phone numbers?
Yes, of course.
Okay, here. He gives you a cell phone number. I'm a person definitely that you want to contact. The last thing you want to try to do is try to show up to Elysium if you're not invited.
And I read in my journal.
Okay. If you need anything, please, I'm going to be here. Let me know.
Thank you, Connor.
Okay.
After Connor leaves. So, on a scale from 10 down to pariah, exactly where are we?
Probably about a step above pariah.
Okay.
Not exactly pariah yet. One good way of getting there would be screwing up at Elysium.
Okay, so you should have warned me. Don't break it, or don't try to shake anyone's hands if have tied or something.
Oh.
What about regular people? Can't you shake like regular people's hands?
How about you just don't shake hands?
Is that just not a thing in? Is it vampire culture? Vamp culture? What's the diction here?
Nobody
the norms.
says that.
What's the Tumblr hashtag?
Yeah, what's the Tumblr hashtag? No, I get it. We don't use Tumblr because we're old-fashioned. I get it.
Yeah.
A lot of especially in Camarilla society, it's all about station and prestige and etiquette.
Cool. So we're
Coterie.
rejects, and I can work with that.
Basically, you guys are low men on the totem pole, and frankly, we're not that much higher up than you.
No.
So I'm gonna hang out in the back of the room, away from all the freaks and losers, and everybody will be happier for it.
How do you fix the pariah status? How do I schmooze with these guys?
Basically, we do things like what we're tasked with doing with the dagger right now.
Okay, so do a
you,
good job.
And you perform them well.
Promoted.
Not exactly, no. But it's more just kind of you gain social status, I guess. It's not really something I put a lot of stock into. I just kind of do whatever I feel like I need to do and whatever my sire tells me.
Okay, I wrote something weird in here under Valerie Gaines. I never thought to ask you guys about it.
Okay.
Would this be a good time to ask you about that?
Sure.
Okay. I put makes interesting people disappear. I believe I heard that when we were with the prince. What's that mean?
I'm not sure. I don't recall that.
I don't know.
Okay, I must
That's
have
probably
overheard
not a
someone
question
say
you
it.
really want to go around asking.
Any important vampire can make people disappear.
Okay. So, drinks? Drink?
Yeah, we should feed.
To the bar.
Alright, you
I
guys
wouldn't
walk.
mind saying hello to Mason.
Okay. You guys walk out, and you guys, again, you guys got to push past the guy that's dangling in the hallway. You hear as he's just dangling there, flailing around. As you guys move past him, you guys make your guys' way to the bar. You guys see Mason standing behind there pouring drinks for people. He goes, Mick, Flynn, hey, how's it going? Kat, New Blood,
Dostin!
Dostin,
Yeah.
that's his name. That's your name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. How are you guys doing?
We're here.
Oh, do you guys like this decorations right here?
Not especially.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Apparently these guys thought it'd be cool to come into the city and not say, not acknowledge themselves, get acknowledged from the prince before they got in.
I was wondering what had happened.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know about that?
It's not really relevant for you since you've only been here so far. So
I
unless
want
you're
to
planning,
eventually go to other towns.
unless you're planning on skipping town real soon, I don't think it matters for you at the moment.
My whole career is, telling people about different cities.
Well, you're gonna have to hold off on that for a while.
Soon you realize you're not that same Dostin.
That's how I make money,
better.
which I have to pay to let people do that thing I have a problem with. So I'm gonna have to keep my job. Money, I'm realizing, is something way more important to me, and it was already pretty important to me. Like, I'm burning through cash.
Having a job, and as long as you do things right, you should still be able to do whatever it is you're doing.
But let's turn this into a learning experience. Let's say in this imaginary world I go to another town. What should I do first?
Basically, you want to present yourself to the important vampires there. Also, I recommend finding out about the city you're going to before you go there, and make sure that it's a Camarilla-controlled city, and not Sabbat-controlled.
Well, researching towns is what I'm already good at.
Well, this is a slightly different type of research. You cannot go on the internet and find this out.
Okay.
You will have to ask people here.
Now, how do I present myself?
I would go with hello.
Okay, so just
it's
walk.
It's a standard. It's old-fashioned, I know, but it works.
I mean,
So just walk into the
Do
local
us
vampire
four.
club and
Honestly,
say hello,
I got you.
everyone.
4 of your
the
strongest.
best way to do it is find somebody here that has at least a little bit of status and that you know well enough that they'd be willing to do something for you, and ask if they know someone in wherever the place is you're going that they can put you in contact with, so you have somebody there already that can basically set you up.
Okay.
Just showing up unannounced is probably not entirely wise.
He gets out 4 shot glasses, lines them up on the table. He pulls out one of those like large, like almost what you see like orange juice comes in, where it's glass, where it's nice. He seems to be pouring 4 shots for you guys. It seems there already seems to be some sort of pre-mixed drink. He goes, I call it. He takes out a lighter and lights it, and some flame kind of goes up. He goes, I call it the neonate. Here you go. He slides it to you guys.
Is it still flaming when he slides
No,
it?
no, you gotta blow, yeah, it's only like a little bit, but yeah, it's still fire. You gotta blow it out.
Seems like kind of a very slightly dangerous drink to be serving here.
Well, I'm just, again, it's not unless you're like some sort of a wuss.
I also-
blow it out. I figured you'd be able to do it.
All right.
Cheers. Cheers.
Question to this:
Remember, one
Is
motion.
Is it named the neonate because it's a really bad idea to give this to someone who's fresh?
No, it's because it's warm.
Okay, that makes sense too.
It's
I
'cause-
thought it was more like an ironic sort of thing.
Well, there was some irony there, yes, because neonate. Again, this. It's also a cool drink.
Sure.
He
Just
goes,
take
it's
it
the
and shoot
special.
I'm just saying the fire thing.
Okay, so what's this whole big
Some
deal
people,
about the fire?
especially new people,
He goes, don't worry, you'll
should
find
travel
out.
with that.
He goes, you'll find out.
Really don't like that answer anymore.
At this point, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you just hear this voice. You hear someone go, "Hi, stranger." And like right in your ear. You guys see someone move, like 2 women move up with super speed, right up behind Dostin.
I just kind of freeze.
You feel someone blowing on your neck.
What's going on?
I drink the shot.
Yeah, me too.
Is this normal?
What's normal?
You gonna turn around and say hi? You turn around and you see 2 very, very attractive women that seem to be wearing like one's wearing a red cocktail dress with black heels. She's got blonde hair. The other one's like solid black hair, black eyes, black dress. She's got like black beads around her neck.
Are we talking about like full black eyes?
No. She just seems to have dark eyes.
Do I recognize them?
Oh no.
Have I ever seen them before here?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah,
back at you, strangers.
She goes, oh, it's the one with red. She goes, I have never met you before. This is the red one talks, the one in the black doesn't say anything. She just smiles very, very awkwardly.
Well, my name's Dawson Stone. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you too. My
I
name's
had a little-
Hannah. She goes, my name's Hannah. You're new. It's like, you smell fresh.
I am new.
A lot of earth tones. So we don't get most of the neonates that neonates that come in don't they don't seem to have very good stock as you.
I do pride myself on how I dress. Kind of fluff up a little bit.
Okay. Now, if you're a sire
No.
doesn't mind, or it's like, could we borrow him for a minute?
Borrow him?
Oh yeah.
Privately write for myself.
We're waiting for someone. We have an important meeting.
Oh, you have a meeting? Well, again.
Says, do I run?
The one in the black dress kind of chuckles a little bit.
Just stay where you are.
She goes, there's not a lot of analysts. Kind of borrow him for maybe a minor boon.
I don't think there's a boon.
I don't know. No one. Well, I'm one of the Harpy's underlings, and I know for a fact that you're not in very good standing. Having a minor boon, me giving you a minor boon might be a little bit of a bump. I don't want to keep him for that long.
Like, what are you talking about?
She's probably just gonna take his kidney. It's fine.
No.
Not a very useful item.
Oh. She smells them. She goes, oh. It's like wet grass. It's like wet grass.
Do I know what her clan is?
You haven't met her before.
Oh.
She says, my name's Hannah. I'm one of the underlings to the Harpy, Lexi. And it's, my job to kind of, mingle with some of the new people to kind of see maybe where they fit in the order of things.
Look.
I mean, that game, if it's not a dumb idea. They seem like agreeable folk.
One of the black dress walks over and she seems to just lick like the side of your cheek.
Oh goodness. They're very friendly.
Yes.
One of the black starts twirling her hair. She goes, the one of the rest, I don't know what it is about you. There's just some sort of magnetism about you. You just exude just this animal magnetism. I don't know what it is.
Honestly, I don't think he's ready for being.
Oh, I know he's not ready.
No, I mean I don't think he's ready for being on his own at an Elysium outside of our care yet.
Oh no!
He hasn't been shown all the ways.
I could care for him just for a little bit. 30 minutes. Maybe 15 if he doesn't have the stamina.
Oh, trust me, you'll need the full 30. Maybe.
Bold words.
Maybe.
Bold words.
He doesn't have a clue what he's getting into.
No, I
One of the black girls just pulls out. She pulls out a small knife and just like a switchblade. Just snap.
I'm good here. I'm nice and comfortable.
You hear her actually go. She goes, "May I?" And she seems to be motioning in your hair.
No. I like it as it is. It's a full package right here. If you take any part of it out, it won't look right. It won't fall right.
Someone black dress. I like to eat it.
That's fine, but it needs. I can tell you people appreciate my look, and you wouldn't want to damage the whole thing.
I just kind of gesture to the bartender.
Yeah.
She goes. Can you fix him a silent night for me? Grayson says, No. The last guy that I found that too, I didn't see him again for a while. Miss Hannah, I appreciate it. Again, I'm not saying no. Again, it's just unless the guy who's supposed to be responsible for him. Again, I don't want to slight you. Again, I can't do that.
Not at this time.
Can we simply say another night, ladies?
Well, she goes, oh, I intend on it.
That sounds great.
She walks away. The one in the black dress stands for just stays and just stares at you.
Does he give me the 2 drinks?
Oh yeah.
I give one to her. To later nights.
She rubs it on your palm of your hand. Psst. Will you lick it and put mine out too?
Okay, so this place is some kind of bizarro world, right?
This is
I gotta take my
not
sleeve.
exactly the moment either.
Do one of those.
Yeah.
She goes, thank you. I'll write about you in my journal.
I'll write about you in mine. We'll be journal buddies.
And she doesn't turn around. She just backs up slowly and just walks away.
As soon as they're outside, what the heck was that?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know either of them, really. I've seen them around, but I don't know them.
I don't either.
Okay, this
Harpies.
If I had to guess, maybe that second one was a Malkavian.
Okay, what were their names?
Hannah, and I don't think you
Yeah, you didn't get the second one's name.
I'm
One of the red
looking
dresses was
at
named
Mason.
Hannah. Oh, she says, he goes, that was Hannah. I believe that was Madison. I think she's one of the... Yeah, she's one of the Harpy's underlings, too.
Yeah. I'm guessing Hannah's a toreador.
Yeah.
She seemed like a toreador. And the other one seemed like a Malkavian.
I will say this, though. You are way more popular than these other three were when they first walked in. When they first got here to Elysium.
So I'm going to guess they're important people, and I probably shouldn't snub them.
Again, you should never snub anybody.
They're
here,
more
at least.
important than you.
Okay.
But that's like everybody. Right?
Yes.
So this is just normal working the way up the pecking order stuff.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No,
this is different than
I
normal.
pull
Oh,
out
no.
the front door, just lay
He
flat
goes,
on my face.
no, Hannah, oh, no, she's a straight predator. Yeah, the last guy she took back, I never saw him again.
I say go for it.
I don't know what happened, but he never showed back up. And I'm not high enough the food chain to be able to figure out what happened. I heard some rumors, I'm just saying. But it got a little intense.
Maybe she can help you figure out your performance issues.
I don't think that's what she's into. I don't think he's going to
I don't think
necessarily
even
play an
she could
important
do
role
that.
other than being present.
Okay, so something else.
Is our contact arriving?
You guys kind of mingle. Nobody else really comes and approaches you. However, you do notice, by the way, that Anna is eyeballing you the entire time.
And Hannah's the one with the red dress?
Yes, yeah. She just seems,
Talkative one.
yeah, she seemed to be just over at a table with a group of other about 3 women. And you see Madison being one of them over there too. Madison's doing just some weird thing. She looks like she's just taking some cups and just moving them around, just off in her own little world. And the other 2 just seem to be conversing with each other, but she just eyeballs you the entire time.
Oh, word of warning
Yeah.
about the Malkavians. Every one of them, without exception, is nuts.
Really?
That's something to do with that clan, but every single one of them is nuts. Not the same kind of nuts. It's all different, but they are all nuts. And sometimes you can't even tell at first. Like Connor, he's a Malkavian.
Really?
Yes.
Some say at times they have great wisdom, though.
Some people say stuff like that. I think they're all just nuts. I think it's just one of those things where sometimes the crazy guy on the corner sounds like he's prophetic, but he's just nuts. And the Toreador, they're just very superficial. They're all into art and stuff. You'd probably get along with them.
I like art and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Just like
until
art
she
and
decides
stuff.
to wear your skin.
I don't want the story to end that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
They all have a different definition of art, so you never know what you're going to get.
Do you think he's serious about the last person didn't come back?
Yeah, I'm very serious about her not coming back.
Yeah, probably.
I say risk it.
And to tell you the truth, I thought
Nothing
about it
ventured,
just a
nothing
little
gained.
bit to
I
let
don't-
you go.
Oh,
I don't-
what's this boon thing they're talking
It's
about?
kind of like a favor. But more important than that. It's kind of like a enforced favor.
Okay.
So it's not a bad thing. Like a minor boon, you know.
So would
especially-
I also get a minor boon out of
No.
this?
It would just be him.
Okay.
Because he's in charge of you right
You
now.
would have been lucky if you came back.
Okay.
But if you can get any kind of boon from someone higher up than you,
Yeah.
that's probably a good idea. You should consider it. Especially if it's a major boon.
Okay, what would that be? Like buy someone a car?
A major boon would be like something that could put the person offering the boon like in danger
Oh.
to assist you with something. Like it's a big deal.
Like if you, I mean, let's just say in general, you save someone's life.
Yeah.
Like if you save like an important person's life, or
An
something,
important person's life, yeah.
and they offer you like a major boon for doing that.
And
Especially if
they
like
would
if you save their life by putting your life at great risk. In addition, you know, like which is almost like happenstance thing where you happen to do something, but it didn't actually cost you much. You know, they're probably not going to look on that as big, but.
Okay.
But oftentimes, they'll offer you some kind of boon for that, and that can be pretty important. That is a good way to move up without having to actually kiss too much butt.
Okay.
It doesn't take too much longer when you guys are hanging out. You guys, a man walks into the club. He's wearing a blue. He's wearing a nice blue dress shirt, black pants. He's got little small rim glasses, brown kind of hair, kind of in a fade. He looks around. Mason seems to be waving him over. He walks up. He goes, ah, yes. You see Mason going, these are the guys. He goes, oh, are you the guys that I was supposed to be meeting here about the dagger?
Yes.
He goes, oh, yes. I'm Quentin.
Quentin.
Yeah. I'm one of the artificers for the Tremere.
I am Flynn.
Yes. I have heard of you. I have.
Let's adjourn upstairs.
Oh, yeah. Connor told me that that we had a room upstairs that we could meet in.
Yeah, let's go.
As you guys are walking past, you guys walk past the table. You guys are gonna have to walk past the table of the woman sitting there. She goes,
I tip my hat.
She goes, see you later, stranger. You guys walk into the back room.
Can't help but notice, but out of the three of us, they seem to be the most popular. Just saying.
Go for it. Dive in.
More power to you.
I gotta get my jabs in where I can get them.
He goes, you guys go back to that room where you guys met with Connor.
Jabs,
He
right.
goes, so I was told that there was a dagger that you guys needed me to look at. I heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Out again, can I pull the dagger out here, or would that be something?
You know, probably not advised that he'd brandish a weapon at
an Elysium.
an Elysium, but if you guys were in the back room, you guys weren't patted down when you came in.
We weren't patted down.
No.
Should we give him a heads up that it's gonna be looking at him too?
I'm not sure if it's a good. Should we take a look at it here, or should we go somewhere else?
We can look. I mean, I don't assume anybody's going to come in here in this back room. I mean, if anybody does, I assume you guys are going to handle it. I'm not going to handle it while I'm back here.
I'm sure it's fine.
All right. I'll take I have the dagger wrapped up inside my breast pocket.
She goes, again, if I need to look, I can take a look at it. And we'll see kind of what I can gauge off of it a little bit.
Okay, before I unwrap it, I'll give him the description, especially with the eyeball.
Oh, it's got an eyeball. Odd.
So again, I'm going to ask you, should we unwrap it here?
That is what. It's a good point.
Could we maybe just leave the eyeball wrapped up?
Well, I'm probably gonna need to look at it. I'm debating about whether or not if I want to take you to my haven or not. I'm gonna say no. Let me take a look at it here. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Again, I think this is probably one of the safer places for us to look at it.
I mean, we already had it out here.
Yeah.
The last time we were here, anyways.
All right, we'll put it down on the table, unfold the cloth around it.
He goes, okay. He doesn't touch the dagger right away. He seems to just be looking at over the table. You guys see the eyeball looking around the room. It seems to be staring straight at Quentin once it sees him in the room. And just does not take its gaze off of him. Interesting.
Looks like it likes you. Or really doesn't.
He takes the cloth and picks it up. He seems to just be looking at it. It's very odd. He goes, I can tell the bone in the handle is it's a vampire bone.
That's a vampire bone.
Yeah, I can tell you that. Or at least, again, all bones are human, they're eventually becoming vampires. But I can tell you,
Shouldn't it disintegrate? Or what? Does it magic that keeps it from disintegrating?
yeah, it depends. If it's a younger vampire, it wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
If it's an elder, it would. There are certain things that keep. There are certain things that keep it. It's not terribly uncommon.
I'm gonna tell him the word. I don't have it here, but the name the guy was using when he was evoking.
Oh,
the
Baku.
spell.
Yeah, it's a deity in voodoo. It's a spirit that a lot of people don't invoke. Yeah, I've heard that. Oh, it's odd. You seem to be staring at it.
And he also had a book that we were unable to obtain that he was reading from.
Most likely, he said most likely was probably notes in the ritual. If I'd make a guess,
And we had his name, didn't we? Was it Seth or
Simon.
Simon?
Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean anything to me. But anyway, I can tell you that this. I can definitely tell you that this was made. I can tell. Yeah. I can tell you that this was made with. This was definitely made by a vampire. I can tell you that.
Okay.
He seemed to stare at it. He stared. You see his eyes glow yellow for a little bit as he seemed to be staring deeply at it. He shakes a little bit. He's like, oh. You should just start actually seeing like blood sweating from his as he.
He's still looking.
Yeah, as he looks away from it. You're like, wow.
Can you tell me its purpose? Why would they be using this during a creation ritual? What would be?
Could be.
What would they be trying to do?
If I make a guess, trying to search for something.
And when it went foul, half of everybody died. They just.
Well, that was either its
Died
probably
of
original
sin.
purpose or it was a backlash in the ritual. Anytime when you're dealing with something powerful like that they were doing, we had heard that they were going to be performing a ritual out there. We knew of it.
All right.
We were
so you don't know the part. What would the use of the dagger be?
If I had to make a guess, it was for searching for something. Because if you take a lot of these items that are on here, if I make a guess, and that's usually for gazing at something or looking upon something. You have a vampire bone, some sort of predator.
Is there anyone in the city that could have made that, or do you think that would have came from outside the city?
I would tell you I don't think anybody. Nobody that I know of outside of the Chantry, but nobody at the Chantry is going to make one of these. It would have made this for the spot. They would have had to figure out a way to make it.
But in theory, some Tremere could make it, though.
Yes, it would have to be somebody quite powerful. It would have to be at least somebody on Valerie's level.
Is there any way to find out what they were searching for?
Again, I'd have to be able to see the notes on the ritual to know. But
Would the Tremere be able to?
I can tell you that, but I can tell you this. I can tell you that this bone right here came from a gangrel. I can tell you that.
Came from a gangrel?
Yes.
How do you know that?
There's the ways looking upon it. I can get a sense off of it. So unless one of them again went missing, they brought it from outside of here. I don't know. To me, when I gaze upon it, it gives this this sense that this is involved in some sort of ritual for looking for something.
I need to find out what they were looking for. And I
Why
guess
would you
we
be
need to
looking
figure
for
out-
something during a creation ritual?
There's probably maybe they were creating something to search for something.
Is there any other leads you can point us?
Yeah.
Any other direction?
And he goes, yeah, it's this. He points to the metal on it. He says, "This metal right here. I can tell you now. This is hand forged.
Hand
this.
forged.
Yeah, this was. I can tell. Well, this was handmade recently. And if I had to make a guess, it's silver. Looking at it, and I can tell that there's an aura off of it. So my guess is that the blade part of it probably here was probably already came from something else. But I it's hard for me to tell what. I don't know if it was made from another dagger. I don't know if it came from. I don't know if it was made by itself. I don't know. I don't deal in trafficking with these particular things. But I know who would.
All right.
There's a couple magic item dealers in town. If I had to make a guess. There's one just called the Dark Man. I know that. I've never heard of him. He's some sort of underworld magic item dealer. I don't know. This is what he's called. There is a shop that you can go to here in town. It's called Griswolds Emporium. I bet you he can tell you probably where this came from.
Is that like just like a regular shop? But
It's not a
then
regular shop.
I
I
mean,
can tell you that. I can tell you that. It's like he traffics.
but
in a
like
lot
it's
of-
just on a street or something.
Yeah. It's yeah.
You just have to know the right people.
Yeah, I've been there. I can give you the name. I can give you the address where you can go. He's an eccentric fellow. He deals in a lot. He deals in a lot of the magic items here in town. On the
Do we need like a password or something to actually get him to talk about the real stuff?
no, he'll know when you go in.
Can we trust him with
Okay.
showing him the dagger?
Yeah, I can make this. It again. I don't know whether if somebody. I can't tell you where it came from. I don't know, but I can tell you that he can probably tell you more. And if he got any of these things to make this, it might have come from him.
Okay.
So
Who's
somebody
the?
might have had to go through him to get the stuff for this.
Yeah.
Is there a gangrel contact in the city?
Do I know? No, I don't have any gang contacts in the city. No.
Okay, we'll deal with that later. All right. Can we contact Griswold or go to Griswold's Emporium?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can go there. He always holds shop. He's a broker.
Is he a vampire?
No.
I thought he might not be.
Yeah, he deals with some of the other denizens of the supernatural.
Will he be
world,
welcoming and talking to us?
Oh yeah,
Should we
he'll
drop
be
your
very
name,
welcoming to you.
or-
Huh?
Should we drop your name? Or?
No, please don't, because I don't like a lot of people knowing that I've been there. Again, we're not supposed to go there, but again, it's a go at your own risk sort of deal.
All right.
What about this dark man?
Oh, I have no idea. That's a name that's been thrown out. That's somebody that we're looking for personally too.
Gotcha.
No. That's one of our competitors. If you find any information on that, that's definitely something that I would definitely bring to our attention.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you giving us your time and talking.
Oh no problem. I mean, again, I can only tell you what I can tell you looking at it. I can tell you whoever made this was definitely very skilled at what they were doing. No novice made this.
Is it possible if we find out more information about it that?
Yeah. Actually, if you find anything else more, I might go look into I want to check some things, and I might be able to look into it a little bit more too. But again, this is just me being able to look at it here.
All right.
Again, if you find any more about this, again, about the Dark Man or anything like that, that might curd a little favor. We might be able to bring it actually to the Chantry to look at.
Okay. We'll wrap the dagger back up without touching it,
Yeah.
and then put it back in my.
Yeah. If you ever find anything like that, my recommendation is them to touch it with your bare hand.
Makes sense to me.
Do you have Griswold's address?
I do.
Did
He writes it down on paper. It's in a very not nice part of town. It's in a very kind of crappy part of the town, kind of shady. But you have it. He goes and as far as I know, he's always there.
Okay. Take the address. Thank him again for his time.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's not a vampire, you know what he is?
I have no idea. He doesn't talk about it much, so.
Alright. You got a number for you that we can get for you?
Oh yeah. He writes it down. If you guys find it, he writes it down. If you find anything about that, or if you find something else for me to look at, I can absolutely.
What's his name?
Quentin. I'll ask for some of my superiors to see if they know anything. Too, if I can help you. The eye seems interesting to me.
Yeah, not a whole lot of daggers out there with, moving eyes on them.
And I suspect that's vampiric too.
Eye
Your
is.
guy.
Yeah, I think that's an eye from a vampire too, if I make a guess.
You knew the bone was gangrel. Is there any way to know what the eye was from?
The eye seems alive. If I had to make a guess, maybe Malkavian. But again, it's hard to tell. Sometimes if people are trying to make some scrying items, that's what they'll go for. Again, we don't do that. I'm telling you, this is just what I know from people that have attempted to. Sometimes gangrel too. It's me occasionally, but.
Well, you want to go check out this Griswold place?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys are wanting to do with the Elysium?
Leave.
No, I can't
Leave.
think
Just leave.
can't think of anything else
Okay.
without getting into some trouble.
Unless you want to go get.
I'm thinking about
Hannah's
exchanging
number.
numbers with Hannah. Just give me a
Don't
chance
do
to
it.
build a contact.
Won't be anything but trouble.
That's why I think you should do it.
It's all up to you, man.
Yeah, I'll go slide Hannah my number and try to get hers.
Okay.
Actually, I'll do 2 pieces of paper and I'll give one to
Madison.
yes, Hannah and Madison.
Hannah puts in yours in her purse. Madison eats it.
And can I have your numbers?
She goes. Madison. She takes out a. What would she do this on? She takes that. Yeah, she'll take out a piece of paper and she'll write it down. But she writes the numbers, but she doesn't write them straight a line. She writes like 7 numbers, like on various parts of the paper. Hannah says, "You already have mine."
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Did she give it to me earlier?
No, now that you know.
I checked my phone.
Mm-mm. She goes. She kind of motions like this. You see a piece of paper like sitting inside of your shirt.
Sly.
Mm.
And I head off with them.
Mm-hmm.
Us, them, not them.
No, with these guys.
I assume.
These weirdos, not those weirdos.
Okay.
We're probably less immediately dangerous to you.
Alright, and as you guys are leaving, and that's what we're going to call the episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will see you guys next time. And always remember, may your dice always strike true. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out the 3rd episode of our Vampire the Masquerade campaign. It's easy to tell by now Flynn is having a hard time keeping Kat and Dostin under control. Why is Dostin so popular among the Harpy's underlings in the Elysium? I was so happy to see that the coterie finally started to unravel the mysteries of this mysterious dagger in their possession. Tune in next week as the Cursed Dice heroes get into even more trouble as they try to uncover more secrets about the dagger. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and to hit that little notification bell so you guys get notified when we put out new videos. But as always, may your dice always strike true.